Okay, today we've got a 2006 Toyota Tacoma, and we're going to go over our wiring information for the S8 connector at the steering column for our cruise control switch. So what we're going to do is, once we get the plastic shroud off of the steering column, we're going to be looking at the S8 connector. As you can see, here's the ignition switch, and then our S8 connector is right here. It's going to be a 12-pin connector. The wires that we're concerned with is position 1, which, if it's pre-wired, is going to have a brown with a white wire, and position 2, which is going to be a white with a black stripe. If yours is pre-wired, those are your wires, and they're going to be in the as the plug is plugged in. It's going to be the bottom row all the way to the left. Brown with a white being pin 1, and white with a black being pin 2. So if by some chance your vehicle is not pre-wired, these two pins will not be present in the bottom row all the way to the left. And if that's the case, what we'll have to do is we'll have to pop that connector out, and there's just a little spring clip on the bottom, and it's going to pull right out. And then once you get it out, there's going to be a bar, a pin retainer bar on the bottom, and that just pries up a millimeter or so to relieve pressure on the wires. And once that pops up, you can see it's up a little bit there, then we can go ahead and insert our brown wire from our cruise control into that position. And when you do that, make sure it's bottomed all the way down. And then our black wire into position 2, and again, make sure that one's bottomed all the way down as well. Once you're confident both those wires are seated all the way down, then you're just going to put a little bit of pressure on that pin retainer clip to pop it back in. And literally, not much pressure at all. It should snap in very easily. If there's any pressure at all, then you may not have your wires seated all the way down. So at that point, you're just going to pop that connector back into the S8 connector. And then from here, you're just going to reroute our pin 1, which is the brown wire, over to the ECM, which is behind the passenger side glove box. And position 2, the black wire that we inserted in there, is going to go directly to ground. And that's it.